Hello and welcome to iamGEEK, the show for the geek in all of us. I'm Ryan, joined by my brother Chris and our good pal Catron, and this is episode 275.
Wow.
The magic number for someone.
275. Someone out there.
That's their magic number.
275.
Yep. Not 4, not 6. But next time it'll be 276.
So someone else's number.
Someone else's number. We got a lot of fun, geeky things to talk about. It should be more fun to talk about because we went to Comicpalooza, but only 2 of us went.
Oh,
and it just wasn't the same, was it, Chris?
Yeah, I'm sorry I couldn't go.
Oh, maybe only one of us went. Who was I walking? There was a really good Chris cosplayer.
That's weird.
Yeah, there was a really good Chris cosplayer there.
No, that wasn't me.
Yeah, I wondered because their figure was a little different than yours. So.
Shapely,
good or bad, misshapen, or what's going on here?
That was just, bigger that was just for the YouTube audience.
An hourglass?
Yeah.
What in the world? Christine went with you?
Yeah. Like a Bugs Bunny cartoon.
That's right.
Anyway. We missed you, Catron.
Chris I missed you guys. I wish I'd gone.
Yeah, it just wasn't the same. Like, I would, Chris and I would make a joke and we'd be like, "What do you think about that, Catron?" And we'd be like,
"Oh,
it's not there."
Yeah, I mean, you're the one that brings the party.
Yeah, you are.
I do bring the party. That's true.
And usually you make us get a hotel room, and we didn't get a hotel room this time, so we didn't have a room to go back to. So
yeah,
there's a point where we just went, you know what? It's
time to go.
Time to go.
Well,
no room to go back to.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
our dogs are tired.
Yeah,
maybe next year.
Hey, we'll see if they have us back. Yeah. Our panel was at lunchtime, which was hard.
Yeah,
because people are eating lunch, and there were
panels going on.
Yeah, bigger celebrity panels going on.
Sure.
So we had a small number, but we brought some of the, since you weren't there, we had to fill in the spot. There was 4 mics, so we brought people from the audience up on stage with us, and we did a fun game show type thing with them.
Excellent. And I see it took 2 people to replace me.
It did.
That barely worked.
Barely worked.
Yeah. And it was a guy and a girl, so that was
a little weird.
I mean, that's what it takes to replace you.
A third girl may have.
It would fill it out. Yeah. But it would have been. That's the perfect catering combination.
Mm-hmm.
2 girls and a guy.
2 girls and a guy and a pizza place.
Yeah.
Good save.
Chris and I both couldn't eat pizza, so
I just have it without the cheese. But.
I saw pizza. I mean, maybe this is what our show should be about tonight. What is pizza? Because is crust and tomato sauce pizza, or is it just?
It's also toppings. I mean,
some bread.
It's. I think.
I think an open face calzone.
A pizza is a bread.
Yeah.
A sauce.
Yeah.
And toppings.
Mm-hmm. So is cheese a topping, or cheese is like that's part of the pizza?
I didn't say cheese.
Well, I mean, yeah. I mean,
why are we talking about this?
Cheeseless pizzas. It could be just a dollop of cheese.
Yeah. I think you can have a fruit pizza that doesn't have cheese on it. That has some kind of yogurt.
It usually has like cream cheese or something on it.
A yogurt or something, or whatever.
So it's a milk. It's a milk product. So maybe a pizza has to have a milk product on it.
Actually, I don't know. I don't know. I don't think it does. It's like the whole thing is a hot dog a sandwich.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, if there's no sauce, then it's not a pizza.
That's true. It does have to have those ingredients.
It has sauce.
Bread.
Olive oil. That's a sauce.
A sauce.
No.
I can accept that.
It's focaccia.
It's
and
on the
top.
list. It's on the list of mod pizza
Yeah.
where I go.
Yep.
Olive oil is on the sauce list.
Yep.
Anyways, let's get back to Comicpalooza. So we did like a version of what we do on our other podcast, Living with the Landspeeder, but we took Disney rides and we took the sort of like what we did on Main Street Electrical, and we took the era of the Disney movie eras, Pixar, Star Wars, Marvel, all that stuff, and then we picked them from a hat or Ziploc bag or whatever, one and one. And the guests, I think they got into it. Our guests,
they seemed into it. That the guy really hadn't been to Disney.
No,
he's been to Disneyland, but Disney World,
right.
He's not as familiar with.
Well, I mean, he still didn't understand Jungle Cruise.
He understood it. He just didn't know how to make it into a Pixar ride. I don't think.
I don't think he knew what was on the ride.
Probably not. I helped him out on it. You helped him out on it. The girl got the best one. She got Spaceship Earth and Star Wars.
Okay.
So I've already got my ride planned out for when we do Spaceship Earth on Living with the Landspeeder.
I do too. Yeah.
And we have a guest that has contacted me wanting to do that.
Excellent.
Yeah, it's not Chris. I keep waiting for Chris to contact me. But...
I told you the one I want to do.
Oh yeah, you also wait for October for that one. Probably.
Okay. Well,
spooky
I
season.
I want to do.
You could do multiple. You can come on twice.
Oh.
You know who should come on to do Tower of Terror?
Chris Street.
No.
Kirk Cameron.
No. Our friend who comes around every October.
Oh,
Skelehos.
Skelehos. Oh,
interesting.
He would do a good job.
Yeah. So much better than me. I understand. It's okay.
No.
Get it.
I
don't have the figure that he does. So. Get it.
Anyways, we'll discuss.
Yes.
Offline. But we had fun at Comicpalooza for the amount we were there. We're old. We're getting old. So
yeah, I had my typical awkward celebrity encounter.
Of course.
Because it was Brian. It's just anytime.
He's internet famous.
Yeah, anytime to talk with Ryan, it's very awkward.
Maybe Galaxy's Edge famous.
That's right.
I got there like right when they opened. Ryan was running a little late, which is fine.
I mean, that never happens. Come on. I think you're making that up.
I have kids.
I know. I'm just kidding. So I went in. I got the badge and I went in and started walking around, and the Arrow cast that they had there had just come out, and they were signing autographs in the booths.
Nice.
And Rick Gonzalez, I believe his name is. He played Mad Dog on Arrow.
Okay.
The guy with the like the ski mask. There was he didn't have a lot of people in line with him, and I had met him actually at San Diego Comic-Con at like a signing.
Yeah.
And I was wearing a game shirt that I had on, and we started talking about it, and he was very excited to play it, like the current version at the time. There's been a sequel since then, but he was very excited to play it. So I was like, you know what? I'll ask him. See if he played it. See if he played it. I went up there and was like, hey, how you doing? I just want to ask a question. I know you don't remember me.
Chris!
Hey,
buddy!
I didn't know you're going to be here.
Bring it in.
Guy.
Yeah. No, that didn't happen. It was like, oh. I was like, well, we talked briefly at San Diego Comic-Con. You're excited for this game. You hadn't played it yet. Did you get to play it? Oh, yeah. I played it. It was okay. It was okay. It was pretty good. I mean, you know what it is. I mean, it's pretty good. I was like, oh, okay, cool. Yeah. I worked on the sequel, so animator. If you want to play that, I mean, it's really good. It's really, I was like, oh yeah, I'll have to play that. Yeah.
So this is gonna happen again in
Yeah,
a couple of years.
Yeah, a couple of years from now, I'll be like, hey, did you play it? And they'd be like, the first one was, so I didn't.
You should have started the conversation with Mad Dog.
No.
Then he'd be like, "Oh, buddy."
I was like, okay, I just want to ask you a question. I'll leave you. Don't want to keep any because some people started lining up. Then
Paying customers here.
All right, I'm not giving you money. I'm going to walk away.
Well, that's fun.
He was very nice about it.
Promptly left right after that.
Yeah. Like,
guys, can you keep an eye on that guy over there?
Do not let him near me.
He's a stalker.
I did I cosplayed a minimal cosplay after our panel.
Your panel, yeah.
Mm-hmm. I didn't do the full a full on cosplay, but I did have my prison outfit from Andor.
Yeah.
Orange and white.
Yeah.
I was like, I could put that over top of my shorts and t-shirt without having to change. So I just did that for a few minutes. And I got a couple of one way out.
Nice.
That was good. I talked to the Rebel Legion. They're like the 501st.
Yeah. It's the good guy version.
Yeah. Talked to them for a little bit because they complimented me on it. So we had fun. We walked the floor. We saw our good buddy Omega from Crimson Dawn.
Nice.
Talked to him. He said he wants to come. He's got new stuff coming out. Wants to come on.
Of course.
Yeah. So that was fun. And then we were hungry. And there's not many food options for us there.
That's right.
It was way after lunch. Yeah.
Yeah. So we decided, hey, let's go get lunch somewhere. So we.
Did you go to our place?
No, we just came back to my house, dropped off the car, and then ate
boring
Torchy's tacos.
Well, that's good. Torchy's is good.
We went a little cheaper.
What is the place that we've gone to?
It's the half outdoor place.
Yeah.
It's always hot.
Yeah.
I don't remember what
Not
it's
a
called.
sponsor.
It's got a stage.
Yeah.
With loud music.
Very loud.
So we went to Torchy's Tacos, and I was supposed to go back the next day to do a Star Wars panel, but I ended up not going because family duties. I had to watch the kids.
Busy guy.
Yeah, it was late in the day for me. I had to start heading back.
It was like 4 o'clock, so I couldn't make it work.
Wow.
Yeah. So hopefully, if we get invited back next year, we can make more of a weekend of it.
More of a weekend of it. Yeah, I plan to make it back out there. So
yeah. But after we ate tacos, we went over to the mall area. We went to the Lego store, which I think was the highlight of Chris's weekend.
As it should be.
Because he saw the Lego minifigures, the Disney 100 minifigures have come out.
Yes, they just released.
And he really wants Stitch really bad. So he felt up all those minifigures because they're in blind bags.
Felt up so many figures.
No, literally so many figures.
So many figures.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah. And
he didn't find it.
A lot of Tianas.
You need to talk to our friend David Dollar if you haven't already, because he is collecting them as well, and he's figured out what's what. Which, I mean, you can figure out too. If you get one, you can see the pictures and you can figure out the. Well, but he also has multiples of some, so he might even have that one. I don't know.
So multiple at the Legos, or you can tell. I don't care.
Oh yeah, at the Lego store they had that picture.
Excellent.
Out, and they even had like them numbered on it because some of the packages, which I guess a lot of people were doing what we were doing, filling up the packaging, had felt some of them up and then just numbered them.
Well, nice.
So people would know
what they were.
Yeah. But it was none of the ones we wanted.
No.
Oh.
Lots of the girls and Queen of Hearts and
a few Moanas.
Well,
yeah,
it was a lot of
They
Tianas.
can't all be winners.
top hats.
You can tell the Tiana and the princess ones because they don't have legs. They have these weird swoopy dresses.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But then we went to Target. We went to some other places in the mall, but nothing really. Went to Target.
More.
Yeah.
Figures.
Yeah. But we went to Target first. We were just walking down the aisle. Ran into our pals from Princess and Scoundrel. They were there just at Target.
Yeah,
so we talked to Sarah and Steven for a while.
Yes, I actually recognized them first and did the whole like pointing and like and
it's them.
And I was like, hey, what are you doing?
You okay?
Yeah. But she just came off of the whole debacle of trying to get people on the Star Cruiser. So she was like spent. But we had a good conversation with them, got to hang out with them for a little bit in the middle of Target as their kids ran wild. I felt bad, but they seemed to want to talk. So we talked for a while. And then we were getting ready to leave. And then I saw the blind bags again at all the checkouts. So we filled all those up.
Oh, good.
We went to every checkout lane. And pulled everyone down.
Wow. I mean,
and Chris still didn't find the one he wanted.
Oh,
no, still didn't find it.
But I found the two that I wanted.
Well,
I'm guessing that's a rare one. Yeah,
it could be. It could be one that everybody's getting. Now I know what you need. I should have known that. I could have been looking too. We actually went to Target yesterday to get some water guns, but I didn't think about those. So because we don't have any of them and we need them.
Well, I've got two, and I never collect these things, but I'm like, these are pretty cool because I saw the pictures. So I got two. You want to see which ones I got for the viewers and for the listeners?
Yeah,
we'll describe them.
I felt one up and found that one.
Yeah. So I got.
Oh man,
Robin Hood.
That's awesome. That's a good one.
Really cool one.
Yeah, it is really cool.
That's a good one.
So that one you felt up and figured out what it was.
The bow and arrow, you could feel the bow and arrow.
Yeah, Ryan felt that one. He was all over that Foxy figure.
It came with like multiple tails, but the other one didn't come with extra parts. But he came with multiple tails and multiple feathers. So if I lose his tail,
oh wow,
I got backup. I could just put it on somebody else. And then
very cool.
This is the one that I was really looking for.
This is the one I found.
I really want the Mickey Mouse one too, but I couldn't find it. This is the one Chris found.
Yeah, I think the Mickey is also
suspense is killing me. Oh yeah,
Oswald.
Yeah,
this little finger.
Felt his little ears.
What does he have with him?
He's got. Hold on, let me find it.
This is good ASMR. Oh gosh, I can't say it.
He's got a little.
Nice. I don't know what that is. Oh, a little.
There we go.
Clapper thing. Yeah.
So there we go.
What do you call that?
Mm-hmm. A clacker.
So I guess we're all on the search for Stitch for Chris.
Okay.
Let's see if we can find him. It is a cool one, the Stitch one.
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
You think you'll begin some there, Catron? I know you guys are big into Legos. So.
Yeah, we are. I mean, that's what I said. I forgot about them, and I wish we would have thought about it and looked for them yesterday when we were at Target or any other place. But we'll be at Disney next week, so
next week
we can go. We'll go to the Lego store. I mean, that's part of it. So
I was going to go to the Lego store when I was there because I just got back from a trip, probably just like a really brief couple of days. But they're still making it where you have to queue up, you have to line up, and the line was wrapped around the building to get in. So I'm like, I'm not waiting on that.
Probably not then, because it's all overpriced. I mean, it's the pricing in there is ridiculous. But sometimes you find this stuff that you can't find anywhere else. So that'd be the only reason why we would go there. Yeah,
they're still in COVID queue. I don't know why, but
it may be more of a security thing too.
Maybe
it gets a little tight in there, and you could sneak through there if you were.
A lot of people filling up those figures in there. They gotta watch people.
Yes.
Oh, but it was fun. That was a fun. I haven't done a blind bag thing in a while, so that was fun.
So if you wanted to just spend your money on eBay, you could buy the Alien Stitch for $10.69.
Oh,
free shipping.
It's like $4 in the store.
I know. But you could, and you could buy multiple of them too if you want to. So, but that's the problem these days, right? With anything that you want to collect, you've got to watch out for those.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right, so I'll give you a little trip report since we're talking about Disney, because I went down. My wife had a work thing, so I was like, "Well, let me see, if there's any way I can meet you there," because she got invited to a concert thing at Epcot. We can get into that, but that was something else. Yeah, we'll get to that. So I looked in Spirit, which I'm not a fan of Spirit Airlines.
It's a love-hate, it seems.
But they had a $20 there and a $30 back ticket.
Yeah. It's the part you love.
It's just a couple of days, so I didn't have to buy a bag, because you have to buy bags, and the bags are always more expensive than plane tickets, because that makes sense. So I just packed a backpack. I was worried because I'm like, my backpack's sort of stuffed with clothes. They'll probably be like, it's too big. And then I'd have to put all the clothes on.
Yeah, to Joey it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd have to Joey it. But I sort of just turned my back as I went in. And it fit under the seat just fine. So I did the cheap flight, which is always fun with Spirit. And it was in the abandoned mall area of the Orlando airport again, which is scary. Like, I was like, there's either a gang war going to happen or there's going to be zombies. That's two things. It's just it's a very shady part of the Orlando airport. That's where I, flew out when I flew back, and that's where I landed.
Yeah.
So that was crazy. But so we didn't mean for this to happen, but we sort of went on a whirlwind Disney resort hopping thing, because we had to stay in 3 different resorts, because there was only we have DVC, Disney Vacation Club.
Yeah.
Now. And there was only like one night here, one night there, one night there. So I
my.
started at Saratoga, then checked out there and went to Riviera, which it's my new favorite resort.
Oh yeah.
So nice.
Yeah.
Like, the whole resort is nice. The room that we stayed in was just like a studio, but it slept like 5 people. There was only 2 of us, but
just invited other people in.
Yeah, I was like, come on, we got all these beds. Because there's the queen bed, then there was a double pull down bed, and then there was a single pull down bed. And the room was really nice. It had 2 showers. What hotel rooms have 2 showers?
Wow.
Why wouldn't you want 2 showers? Now I want 2 showers.
Yeah, it was weird. I've never seen a room like this before. This is riveting, let me tell you.
It is.
You walk in and there's a bathroom, so like the sink, and then the toilet, and then on one side of the toilet is a shower, and then on the other side of the sink is a bathtub and a shower. Like this huge bathroom.
So it's not 2 separate rooms.
No, it's like one big room that has a door in the middle that you can close.
Weird. Okay.
But it was like you could open it up to make one big, huge bathroom.
Okay. You rinse off the dirt in one shower, and then
I think so.
Clean in the other shower.
I was like, Jennifer, which one do you want? which shower would you like? We got 2 side by side.
It's a Jack and Jill.
Yep. But the pool area is nice, and what I really love about the Riviera, little pro tip.
Yes.
So we checked out because we had to move to a different resort the next day. We checked out, but we decided, hey, we don't have kids with us. Let's just lounge around at the pool. My wife hurt her foot, so she had a broken foot. So she was like in a boot thing. She could take it off to get in the water, but she was laying there listening to a book. And I was like, oh man, I forgot to get something for our son at Galaxy's Edge, because he loves his little blind droid box things you can get put together. I was like, since you're listening to a book, I'm just going to hop over there. So I just walked over, not too far away, hopped on the Skyliner, took me straight to Hollywood Studios, went in, got the droid, got me some Starbucks, some caffeine, and some banana bread, and this carrot cake thing that my wife likes. and talked to a few people because a few people just stopped to talk to me because I had what shirt did I have on? Oh, I had
Stop and
the
talk to me shirt.
Stop. Please
What?
stop me and ask me about my.
yeah. I don't know which shirt I had on. I had some
Ask
shirt on.
me about my droid.
Ask
Yeah.
me about my droid. There you go.
So I talked to a couple of people. Oh, some people in Galaxy's Edge knew me from my kyber crystals, so they talked to me. And then I was back in like an hour. I would have been back a lot sooner, but I was like, wow, this is great. Just went from the pool, went and grabbed my stuff, came back, got back in the pool.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
And so I loved it.
Yep.
Then we moved over to Bay Lake Tower for our last night. That's what I thought too.
Uh-oh.
First off, Riviera did lose a piece of our luggage.
Oh.
But it was just a bag of like drinks and stuff that Jennifer brought with her from Tampa.
That could be easy to mix up with somebody else's maybe or something.
They brought us another bag
throw away
that had like car stuff in it, like car cleaners and stuff. And I'm like, who brings this to like their Disney vacation? It was like AutoZone store bag with stuff in it. We're like, this is not ours. And they're like, oh, we don't know where your bag is. And I'm like, well, somebody else got some drinks. So then we check into Bay Lake Tower. And we waited until like 4:30 because we just lounge around the pool. And we check in and we go in our room and there's just like a cup sitting there and all these cleaning supplies everywhere.
Oh,
we're like, what in the world? So we went back out and they came back. Oh, we're so sorry. We're so sorry. I'm like, is there another room? Like, no, this is the only room. I'm like, I bet this is not the only room. But they're like them. Housekeeping manager came and they're like, we'll make up to you, we'll give you Genie Plus for tomorrow. And I was like, sounds good to me.
Yeah.
And then I'm guessing that this resort has not been refreshed like Saratoga, and of course it's not new like Riviera.
Yeah,
but it was out of the three as far as the rooms, bottom. So I had one of the old TVs, like the other resorts you can like cast from your like iPad and stuff on the TV.
Yeah.
None of that.
Oh,
it had no like above light or ceiling fan, so it was like really dark in there. So yeah, I think that was.
Did you have a view of the
of
the park? No, you had a parking lot view or something.
We had like the not even the pool, but like the walkway to the pool. It was on the first floor. I'm like, that's good. So we didn't have the view. We did have a view at Riviera. Our view was Spaceship Earth. So it had that light show going all night long.
That's awesome.
Which I just sat out there and watched it forever.
Yeah.
You're just like, turn off those lights.
Turn it off, please.
Which I get some sleep.
I think they just keep those on all night long. So that's another plus for Riviera. You can just watch the Epcot Spaceship Earth light show all night long.
Yeah.
So then we're like, well, at least we got Genie Plus out of it. We didn't get Genie Plus.
Oh no.
Oh.
The next day we got a lightning lane. One lightning lane to 7 Dwarfs Mine Train. I was like, Bay Lake Tower, but it's fine. I'm not complaining. We still had a blast.
You still were able to walk right over to Magic Kingdom, basically, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah, but the thing is, since my wife hurt her foot, she had a knee roller thing, and she got over there, and she's like, "I'm not doing that again." So I got her a wheelchair, and I pushed her around the rest of the day.
Yeah.
So that was interesting, doing the wheelchair.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah. So we got to go on like the back, like, you have to go take your wheelchair on certain rides around the corner and stuff.
Sure.
But we did get the right Tron. I did wait. I just set my clock to wake up, to roll over, to give me the time to come back.
Yeah.
And Jennifer hadn't been on it before, and she loved it. She goes, after we got off, she's like, every roller coaster should be like this. I'm like, what do you mean? She's like, the way you sit, like you're sitting like on a motorcycle. The way you sit and it straps you in, it doesn't jar you around at all. Like you're just there. You can't get jarred. Yeah, it's very smooth. Yeah. I loved it. I haven't, and again, I didn't get to ride Guardians for the third time.
That's how every roller coaster should
be. And that's smooth.
Oh my gosh. I'm really afraid I'd get sick on that one. Anyway.
I don't think you would. I don't think you will either. It's very smooth. It's like butter.
Everybody says they get sick, so I don't know. But I get to ride. So it was a fun trip. It was a fun short trip. And then flew back late that last night. So we stayed in the park all day, which I sort of wished our days were flipped. We're hanging at the pool all day and then going to the airport, because I was
Yeah.
worn out by the time we got to the airport.
Yeah,
doing Magic
that's hard.
Kingdom,
Yeah.
pushing around, everything.
Yeah.
But it was fun. I like those little trips like that.
Yep.
Highly recommend them if you can do it. I don't know. You're sort of doing that.
We're sort of doing it. The only difference is that we're only going to one park, but we're staying for 3 or 4 days, whatever it is. We're getting there on a Tuesday and leaving on a Saturday. So how many ever days it is, but we'll be going to visit my family, my parents specifically, and in Webster, Florida, and then we've got one day at Magic Kingdom, where we're making our plans and have a meal at Liberty Tree Tavern because we can't pass it up. So,
there you go.
we're going to do it all and go from open to close, but we're going to take a break in between. So,
what did you decide to do about the Disney Springs meal? Because we were talking.
I decided to drop the Edison and we'll go somewhere else. Because I told more I got to think about it. I was like, okay, we don't have that much time. We won't get there until 5 or 6. Well, gosh, we won't get to our resort till 5 if we go straight from the airport, if that. So we may even just go straight from the airport to Disney Springs and kind of shop around and eat and go back, not try to go back and forth, because we're staying at All Stars. So it's a little bit of a trip back and forth. And I think it'll save us a decent amount of time. But we'll either do Earl Sandwich or Polite Pig, like you were saying. I mean, we want to go to what do they call it now? It's not World of Disney anymore, or whatever, or is it World of Disney?
World of Disney.
Yeah, that one's still World of Disney. So we want to do that. We want to do the Star Wars store.
The Trading Post, yeah.
Yes, I was trying to call it Star Traders, but I was like, that's not it. So we're gonna go there. Maybe the Lego store. That's about it. So we don't have a ton of things we want to do, but we also want to go to the Character Warehouse on Diamond Drive. It's just right there, not too far away from it. So we want to try to do that maybe another night. So
give yourself an hour to fill up all the Lego figures.
Yes. We'll have to do that. I don't know. We probably won't do much of that there. We'll probably do that here in Memphis. So,
there we go.
Yeah, we've got that. We're trying to plan some things to do with my folks in Webster and also in Homosassa.
Homicidal?
Homicidal Spring?
There's a state park we're going to go to and see some manatees and things like that. So, Barbara, manatee. So yeah, we've got a little trip. I'm excited about it. It's a quick little trip. It feels like we're going for longer because we're like, okay, we're do this and this. We got new fans. We're got all this stuff because it's gonna be hot. But I watched a video of the 2023 spring changes in like doing the Genie Plus, like the strategies, how they've changed with it. And I watched this guy, Ear Scouts, if you ever watch on YouTube. He spent the whole day, which he didn't take a break. He rode every single ride, mostly with Genie Plus.
There we go.
He walked onto, he started off with Jungle Cruise by walking onto it. And then the rest of the day, he basically did Genie Plus. A couple others where he just walked on, In fact, he walked onto Mine Train at like 8:49, so right before the fireworks, and is able to see the fireworks on Mine Train. It's only a 14-minute wait, where it is posted like 40 or 60 minutes, something crazy like that. So,
well, if you want a lightning lane for a Mine Train, just have a dirty room
for your dirty room.
Complain about your room,
and they'll be like, "We'll give you Genie Plus." No, we won't.
Yeah. So we'll probably ride the rides that we want to ride twice, because we'll do them in the morning and throughout the day, or as we take breaks and stuff too. But and then at night we don't watch fireworks shows, so we'll go catch those rides that everybody will be sitting on Main Street. So
there you go. Like those pretty lights.
How did the crowds feel when you were there? This is in May, right? When you all are there.
Yeah, it was
which was May,
yeah, 2 weekends or
a couple weekends ago.
Yeah, a couple weekends. It was. I didn't feel like it was that bad.
Yeah, that's That's what I've been hearing. Especially with it's kind of evident that they've done all these price reductions and changes lately because they're trying to get people to go. And last year was so great because everybody wanted to get out of the house and spend their COVID money, and now it's everybody's done.
Yep, I heard Memorial Day was pretty much empty.
Wow.
Yeah, the day after was packed, but Memorial Day was blacked out for annual pass holders, and people said that the park was empty.
Oh no.
There was hardly anybody there.
Those discounted tickets that they just advertise, those start, I think, June 1st. So we'll see if it's any better or worse. I mean, it was such a quick turnaround that I bet people didn't try to get for this coming up week when we're going. It'll probably be after that when people go. So we're hoping for low crowds and lots of fun. So we're excited.
A little tip for those: if you happen to hurt yourself before you go to your trip and you're on one of those knee roller things, you can because really you have to take it to the park to get there because they don't provide like wheelchairs from hotel resort to parks.
Yeah.
Take your knee roller and then they will store it at the front where the wheelchairs are. They'll just switch it out with the wheelchair. They'll store your knee roller for you. Then you can have a wheelchair for the day. A little tip for you.
That's good.
All right. Tomorrow is a very exciting day, and I want to talk about it because one of the greatest movie series of all time will be on Disney Plus finally.
Back to the Future.
Chicken Little.
Indiana Jones.
Oh, yeah. That was a good one.
Yeah, that's good. I like that one.
Not the new Indiana Jones, right?
No,
not the new one. Not the new one coming out in theaters. No. It's gonna have all 4 movies, I think, and Young Indiana Jones.
Nice.
I'm looking forward to Young Indiana Jones.
I didn't watch that. Yeah,
it's good.
Long time since I saw those.
Yeah.
I watched a couple of them, but
to me, it's Star Wars and then probably Ghostbusters and Indiana Jones. That's like my top 3.
Yeah.
And then Back to the Future.
Chicken Little.
I love Indiana Jones.
Yeah,
I did not really care for Crystal Skull. If I'm being honest,
it has its place. I don't hate it.
I didn't hate it.
Yeah, up
It's
until
just
a point,
not the same.
I liked it, and then basically from the monkey swing on, it's just like, what are we doing?
Yeah, and all the fire.
Up until then, it's like, it's fun. Yeah.
What I didn't like was that because the other 3, and I know people will probably disagree with me, the other 3 movies had what they were searching for sort of based in reality.
Yeah.
4th one, aliens.
Yeah, it was.
I didn't like the alien.
A little strange. No.
It's from other dimensions.
Yeah, I didn't care for that one. I wanted them to stick to like artifacts that, like they could have done the Crystal Skull, but not made it aliens forming together and
make it more like a Josh Gates.
Yeah.
Destination Truth episode, and it could have been better.
Yeah. They could have even mentioned aliens, but not had the forming of the alien, the ship taking off or whatever.
Right, and that whole thing in the room with all the aliens coming to life or whatever.
How they all merged into one. That was weird.
Yeah,
that was weird.
Could have done without that. Yes. So fingers crossed that the new one will be good. The new one will be good.
Yeah,
fingers crossed.
It's hard to say at this point. So
you never know.
We'll see, but that'll be good to have those on Disney Plus. So
only got a 5-minute standing ovation at Cannes. I mean,
only a 5. Oh no. I'm trying to decide when would be a good time to show my son Indiana Jones because I'm trying to think
tomorrow.
Tomorrow. He's 8 years old. I don't know if he's ready for that yet because, like do we want to get into all the stuff? And then it's got the face melting and all the crazy stuff. Like, do I want to risk having to be up at night with him in the middle of the night? I had a dream about this guy's face melting off.
I feel like I was younger than 8.
I know. It seems
Well,
like a lot
that's-
of these shows we were a lot
Yeah.
younger when we watched them.
Well, yeah.
Mm.
Like my wife was complaining about because I was talking about, I think I pretty much remember seeing Return to the Jedi in the theater.
Yeah.
And she's like, well, you'd only be this old. She's like, that is not right. A child that young should not be seen.
Or it's
Just because she did.
That-
so
and I'm
wrong,
like-
it's right.
I know, like, just because you were younger.
No,
I was like, times are different back then.
times are different. There's a lot less filters on what we watched way back when. I mean, there were still some things that we just
Yeah,
you
I was-
didn't watch, right?
Yeah.
But
I was probably around 10 or so when I saw Predator
Yeah.
and Alien.
yeah.
I think
was
my son
fine.
would like Indiana Jones.
I'm okay now.
So I guess I'll have to get the wife's approval to show him Indiana Jones.
Or you just do it.
Yeah, I mean, there's a few parts, but for the most part, some of that stuff will go over their head. And but the face melting is something that you may remember, because the one thing this reminds me of is when I saw Star Trek 2.
Yeah.
And I was terrified of those things coming out of their ears.
Oh no, that's horrible. I still remember that.
So that's like the only thing I remember about that movie. So it may be that's the only thing he remembers about, but probably not, because it's such a better movie than Star Trek.
I don't think that like the first Indiana Jones bothered me. It was the second one with the pulling out the
Pulling
heart.
the heart out.
That's what got to
rough,
me.
too.
I didn't. It was very like
Yeah.
that was disgusting to me as a kid.
Is that what's missing from that the number 4 movie? Is some sort of like really disgusting part?
Well, they had the ants.
Like,
didn't the ants eat people? Didn't they?
Yeah.
They
They covered someone up and then they drug him
yeah.
down into a hole.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing too, is like television and movies have changed. You don't see people get shot on television shows as much in movie. Well, you do on John Wick movies, I guess. That's different. Never mind.
That's all you see in that movie.
You know, the Indiana Jones
You don't
movie,
see people smoking. That's what it was.
Yeah, smoking. You don't see that anymore. Those kind of movies, I don't think traumatize me. But you know what? There was a movie that the kids asked about the other day, and my wife was like, "Oh yeah, I should watch that." And I said, "Nope." That movie traumatized me for some reason. E.T.
Oh,
I don't know why, but I'm like, I don't want to watch E.T. again. It was sad. It's too sad for me.
It could be a little.
Bring on the heart
traumatizing,
ripping out. You know, that's fine.
Real
But
heart.
Just compromise and put the Three Amigos on.
Hey,
Yes, totally fine.
little kids will be saying the plane joke for over and over.
I mean, So we're at the breakfast table at Ryan's house,
Oh no.
and Ryan for some reason puts jelly on his pancakes.
I wanted strawberry. I did not. Okay, here's the thing. I like. I'm weird. I like fake syrup, but like real maple syrup.
Oh, that's too sweet.
I like the fake
Real
stuff.
maple. Yeah.
I like the
So we didn't
brown
have the
sugar
fake
for
stuff.
it.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
I love the brown sugar, but the real maple syrup I don't really care
I
for.
like it. I like
So
it.
there
too
was
thin,
strawberry
yeah.
jelly, and I'm like,
So-
I'll do that.
So I pointed it out. I was like, "Why are you putting jelly on
Why not?
pancakes?" And of course, the first thing that pops in his head is, "I don't think you're ready for this jelly."
He wasn't.
Nice.
Obviously, he was not.
Obviously, Chris is not
Obviously.
ready for that jelly.
Obviously, I wasn't, but the kids, they were ready for that phrase.
Yeah.
Oh, are
started
they
to
saying
repeat
it all the time now?
My daughter was like, I don't think you're ready for this jelly. I was like, nobody's ready for that jelly. You put that jelly away.
As long as your daughter doesn't say, "My body is too bootylicious," I think you'll be okay.
Chris said that
Okay, good.
at breakfast. Yeah.
My body is too bootylicious. I got a shirt that says that.
Chris got me a shirt. I should have wore it tonight.
You should have.
I pulled the shirt out and it took me a second because it had the Star Wars font. It had the stars like in the Star Wars like stars like I don't know, whatever.
Mhm.
Looked to it, but it said Scott, and then below that it said land. And it took
I
me a
got it for him
second.
in Scotland.
And I was like, I was trying to figure out, is this a Star Wars joke? And then I was like, no, this is Scotland. What? Because it wasn't together like
Yeah.
Scotland, like you would see it. It was Scott and then land.
Yep.
In Star Wars font, is that what
It's
you
Star Wars font, and it looked like a Star Wars shirt.
Yeah. Scotland.
It's probably sitting over here
said? I
somewhere.
could probably Google it. Let's see.
I just
It's over there.
found when I had forgotten about it. Like we'd got it on one of our trips to like Scotland, and just I found it. I was like,
You
I
decided
need to
you
take
didn't
this down
want
and
it
give it to
anymore.
him. Yeah.
I'm looking for it. Oh, okay.
I think you got it.
I see it.
Got it.
Oh, I got it. Hold on. Put my ears back in.
Oh, did you find it? Good.
Riveting.
It is riveting.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I found it on Google, so I'm assuming it's the same one.
Oh, shoot.
We'll see.
I don't know. If there's more than one, that would be even more interesting.
It could be. I don't know. We'll see.
Oh,
So
here we
he's
go.
putting his ears in.
Sorry about that. I can't get my other ear in.
Well,
What's going on?
what
I get for having fancy
difficulties.
earpieces. Oh, here we go. Feast your eyes on this if you're watching on YouTube.
Yep, that's the one I found.
Scotland.
And then on the side it says brave.
It
And I was
doesn't
like,
know what movie it is.
I was like, is this like it? Because isn't Scotland where that island is that they filmed part of the new Star Wars?
Yeah, I think so.
So I was like,
Probably.
well, maybe Chris bought it from there, and he's like,
Yeah,
no.
No, just a Scotland
has
store.
the porgs on it. Yeah.
Yeah. There we go.
Scotland.
Land.
Scotland.
That's great. I like it.
If people ask me about it, I'm gonna be like, oh, it's this cool theme park I went to, Scotland,
Mm.
where it's just a bunch of rides about Scott.
They play that song Scotty Doesn't Know There
What
Euro
song
trip.
is that?
from Euro Trip.
I've never seen.
Scotty doesn't know that Fiona and me.
Huh.
There we go. All right.
I got it on my Euro Trip. I guess that's true.
So maybe, Catron, if you found the shirt, you should get you one too. Chris should get him a Scotland shirt.
Yes.
We should all just
variations
wear
of it.
them together. Not a Scotland shirt. A Scotland.
Ewan McGregor has one.
Oh,
Well, there you go.
Ewan McGregor backs Scott's Children's Charity in video message inspiring campaign, and it shows him wearing that shirt.
Is it
There you go.
It doesn't say anything about children.
Maybe that's what Brave is. Good grief. Don't you know
No,
anything?
it just says bravescottishgifts.com.
Oh. Maybe not then. But yeah, so Ewan McGregor wore one, so there you go. It's the same exact one.
Yeah.
Well, now I feel special.
I mean,
That's
it's probably the
why
one
I got
you
it
had.
for you.
No, it's not. You probably saw it and laughed and like, I'm going to make my brother wear this shirt.
That's probably true.
Mhm.
Scotland.
Scotland.
Yeah. All right. So, one last thing. But yeah, I am excited about Indiana Jones. I want to sit down and watch them again. It's been a while
course.
since I've watched them. They have Funko Pops out now for them too.
Oh,
And I kicked myself because I saw, what's the dad's name? I just totally blanked.
Henry.
Henry. I saw Henry at a store and I was like, gosh, that's cool. I should get it. And I didn't.
good story.
Yeah, because they didn't have any Jones. It's like they didn't have any Jones. I'm like, that's
Saw
weird.
it. I should have
You
got it.
just felt
weird.
it up and then put it back.
I felt it up. I was like, yeah, I don't want this one.
This doesn't have that feeling.
All right. Also, I know we're a little late to the game, but Catron watched Antman and Wasp. Quantumania. I've seen it. Chris has seen it. We've all three actually seen the same movie.
It's on our bingo cards that we're not keeping track.
Nice.
Yeah. Is it on our bingo card?
It is.
It was. Yeah.
It was one of the movies we talked about, and I remember saying this is the one that I think will be my favorite of the year. So
Oh.
No.
Was
I
it your
like Ant-Man
favorite
movies.
of the year?
No, but it wasn't. That doesn't mean it was a bad movie.
No,
I
it
think-
wasn't a bad movie.
I think Super Mario Brothers probably exceeded my
Yes,
expectation.
I
So
think
that
yes.
probably takes the top if it's on our card. I don't know.
I believe it is.
It is
Yeah,
now.
and it's probably one we talked about. We just didn't know much about it. But
Yes, I'll have to say Mario Brother movies, I think, was a better movie. It was really
Yeah.
good.
yeah, for sure.
I thought Quantumania was a fun movie.
Yes.
It's a fun
Yeah,
movie.
It was
It was
fun.
done-
It had its moments.
Yeah, it had its funny moments. It did its job.
I think it has a lot of quotes that are worthy of T-shirts.
Yes.
That would be very funny.
Can you name a few?
Mhm.
I can't.
Oh,
No, just because there's a word that I'm not comfortable saying aloud, but I think
you
it'd
would
be a
wear
funny
it on your
shirt.
chest, but you're
No,
not
I wouldn't
comfortable
wear it. I
saying-
just think people would wear this. I think and it would be funny. You know, my name is Darren, and I'm not a.
I love that.
what does he say? He goes, "I'm an Avenger" or something. I'm dying an Avenger.
Yeah.
I'm
like,
so
"You've
glad I'm
always-
dying an Avenger. Yeah, you're totally an Avenger now.
You've always been like a brother to me, Scott. Yeah. Yeah, that's right.
I really
Yeah.
think Darren Modoc stole the movie.
I just wish he looked better.
Yeah, he
Oh,
looked weird, but he
Yeah, that's
was
true.
There was just
hilarious.
sometimes like one eye was higher than the other, but then it wasn't, and it was really
Yeah,
morphed weird. It was like they had like a
good choice of word.
like a
More.
TikTok app or something like
Maybe he had
filter on his
maybe
face.
he had a filter on. I thought he stole the show though.
Yeah, he did look a lot like the guy from Mighty Morphing Power Rangers, the big one.
Zordon.
Yeah, so I did think that too, but it was funny still.
I liked it.
Mhm.
I think the ending. What do you think about the ending of the movie? Spoilers.
Yeah, it's too late now.
What do you think of the ending? Do you think it is what we think it is, or do you think it somehow there's more going on than what is portrayed?
Well, it kind of feels like the Thanos series, really, though, because it's like everybody's gonna die. It's basically how this one ended, right? Is everybody's gonna die? When he's walking, he's like, "Oh, everything's. I should have saved him." You know, and he's like, well, it'll be fine.
Yeah.
You know, and then we see more in the end credit scenes, and you see a little bit more of what's going on there. But the big thing I thought I gained from it was that it's going to be bad because he didn't bring Kang back with him.
Well, I think it. So spoilers. So in the comics, they have the Council of Kang.
Yeah.
That they're being referred to. And in the comics, like they basically conquered the whole timeline. And then one of them decided, well, I'm going to be in charge of everything and started killing off other Kangs.
Yeah.
Right.
And to me, so that's what this Kang was. So
Yeah.
he was still like really evil.
Yeah.
So I don't think it would have been beneficial that it would have helped anything if he was brought back. Because he would still start like a giant war.
Right. Sure.
And take out whatever he wanted to in order to conquer everything. So,
But is Scott back where he thinks he is, or is it all some kind of weird where he thinks he won, but he really didn't win, and maybe he's not even where he thinks he is? Because it felt like where the people that he was seeing on the street kept repeating, like it was the same people that would keep passing him, and it was a little weird and a little strange, and he was just sort of like, I guess it's fine.
I didn't get that.
Oh, I guess I just looking at. There was a video I saw, and it showed when he was walking down the street. It showed this extra, which you think is an extra, and then a few minutes later, it was like the same extra.
Oh,
Well, that could just be.
And I think they were even maybe in different clothes. It was something weird. It was like stuff was repeating around him.
could have been. You never know.
And anyways, so I'm trying to think what else. Oh, so did you notice, Catron? Did you notice the quote unquote? Not a quote unquote. What am I talking about? The creatures that look like the Infinity Stones in the scene. So when they go down,
disclaimer.
yeah,
I slept through half the movie.
well,
I have
never
not
mind.
slept well for the last months, and this was a great opportunity. But I got the gist of most of what's going on, but I did not see.
So there's these,
but I heard about them. I did read.
Yeah,
about
there's like a. I mean, there's 6 stones, right?
There's 5 fingers,
but then there's one.
But then there's one. Yeah,
6.
Yeah.
So
That's right.
there's these little creatures, and they all have these crystal-like heads, and each character is a different color, and they all match up to the Infinity Stones.
Yeah.
So one of the things is like when Thanos said that the stones were. How did you describe them?
Blew them to atoms or something.
Yeah, blew them to atoms. That those are the stones that they're in the Quantumania realm or whatever you want to call it.
Very well could be.
They're just sort of there amongst the crowd together. So it's weird. But I thought it was a fun movie.
Oh yeah, really fun.
I don't have anything bad to say about it. I'm glad after the past Marvel movies like Thor, Love and Thunder, and Doctor Strange 2. This one was a much needed, just light.
Yeah, that's what we were kind of expecting to be. You know?
Yeah, it was a light, fun one. And now watch Guardians 3.
Oh,
no, it sounds too sad for me.
It's not on Disney Plus yet. Sorry.
It'll be fine.
He always says I'll be fine.
Happy-go-lucky time.
But he does this all the time. Oh yeah, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. And then I'll watch it or I'll go to it, and I'm like, I'm not fine.
You're fine. You're fine now.
Just drink the ooze, Ryan.
Drink the ooze.
That's the other shirt idea. Drink the
make it better.
I mean, you can understand it. And I have holes. That's another.
I have holes. See, it's a fun movie.
It is.
That was the was it Dimitri, the guy, or I think that might be his name. In the first 2 Ant-Man movies, he's one of like Scott Lang's like kind of henchman people with them or whatever. He's kind of he's got dark hair, kind of. He played the Polka Dot Man.
He did the voice of the whole guy.
Yeah, I believe he did the voice of the whole guy.
There you go.
I don't know his name. It's the whole guy. Well, cool. Well, then, so Guardians is out now. Catron and I have both not seen it.
Mm-mm.
Probably won't see it till Disney Plus, which stinks. But I'd rather cry in my own home.
Do all the time,
or have the fast forward button. I will probably fast forward through parts of that movie that I don't want to see. And then after that, we've got Secret Invasion.
Secret Invasion
comes out,
and then Echo.
Well, we got more than that. We've got Loki
Marvels.
season 2, and the Marvels. So it's going to go Secret Invasion,
Marvels,
Loki.
Oh, really? Okay.
Or maybe is it Marvels and then Loki?
I think it's
Marvels is like in July or something.
Oh, is it? Okay, then it's then it's Marvels and then Loki and then Echo.
And Ahsoka sprinkled in there later in August.
And then there's the Kraven movie too, right?
Yeah, which is like October or something like that.
Fine. Well, there we go. Lots of Marvel stuff coming.
Man, oh man.
Our way. And Star Wars stuff coming. We got Ahsoka. And when's Skeleton Crew come out? Sometime. I'd have to look it up.
We don't know.
I don't know. Anyways, all right. I think that does it.
Yeah.
I think
it's a good place to stop.
We have accomplished what we came to accomplish.
We did.
Yeah. We can officially end this show as Avengers. Right?
Yes. We are now ready for this jelly.
We are now Avengers.
Bootylicious.
Bootylicious. We are now Bootylicious Avengers.
Yes.
Is that the name of the episode?
With holes.
With
If you title this Bootylicious Avengers, I will be the happiest guy in the world.
consider it done.
Yes. And we'll just see the listens pour in. And then people will be commenting, I don't understand.
Well,
did they
it's
name it
obvious
that?
to me. A MODOK was bootylicious,
Yeah.
Mm,
and he died at Avenger.
Yeah. Bootylicious Avengers, episode
275.
275 in the book. We'll be back in 2 weeks with episode 276. But next week, check out Living with Landspeeder. We just alternate. So there's always something thrown at you. All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bootylicious.